Hi people, welcome to another episode of Bolton. We're in Manchester at the moment. We're doing a video on a certain house just over to my left. We're over the road, we just took a shot for our intro over the road. We come to see Elizabeth Gaskell's house. So I'm going to turn the camera around when this van goes across because it is a busy road. So let's turn it around now. Wow, look at this building here. Zoom it in there. I do apologise for the traffic. Try and keep that out to the shot, but that's the front of the building. Right, we're going to go up and we're going to go outside of this building. So let's pause it and go outside. From the roadside here. You can see it, but we're going to go around this side of the building, the back of the building, around the other side. Going to go over the road and chat to you people a bit about it, and then we'll go in and have a look. Right, we're going to go down the side of the building. You can go in this place. Oh yeah, look at that. What? There we go. Bit of architecture on there. This is the back. You can come and have your wedding here, so maybe have your wedding pictures there. But this is the back of the joint, of the place, sorry. We'll zoom in there, we'll go further backwards. I am walking backwards at the moment. But yeah, this is the back of the building. So imagine having your wedding pictures with this in the background. What a marvellous building. Wow. Yeah, fabulous building here. Right. Look at that. We've seen that on the a bit before, but look at that architecture on top there. Wow. Right. Let's go to the front of the place. Trying to keep that person that's sat there, but out of the shot. So, yeah. Wow. Right, let's go to the front. Have a look at that. And that's the fingerprints. Wow. The person's actually moved. It has got people on the grounds at the moment, so we're trying to keep them out of the shot. But yeah, have a look at that. Wow. Let's go around the other side. Look at that. Front door there. You go in there to have a look inside. But yeah, wow. And let's look at this. Blue plaque there. Gonna give you a minute to read it. So zoom it in a bit. Elizabeth Gaskell, 1810 to 1865. Whoa, that's the one of the window frames there. Let's go round to this side. This is the other side, people. Now, I'm going to go to find a spot, read some of the little history that I've wrote down, and then we'll go inside. First of all, I'd like to apologise for any traffic going on this video. There is a road just to my left. So we'll do this quickly. This is Elizabeth Gaskell's house. It is in Manchester. It was built between 1835 to 1841. It's a Grade 2 building. Elizabeth Gaskell, she was born 1810 to 1865. For 150 years, this building was kept in the family. Now, who is Elizabeth Gaskell? Elizabeth Gaskell, she is a novelist. She was a novelist. She was a journalist, and she. There is a letter apparently in here from Charles Dickens, which, when we go inside, we shall go and try and find it for you people. She had 4 children. William, if I get these wrong, do apologise. William, Julia, I think it's Margaret, and Florence. She did have a stillbirth child, first of all, but yeah. Apart from that, people, that's the only history I wrote down. I didn't want to go too far on this video. I didn't want to stand here for a long time. But let's tell you about this this place. Just a few information. You do have to pay, unfortunately, to get in, which is fair enough with a beautiful building like this and the upkeep. But the charges are adults £7.50. If I get this wrong, do apologise. Adults are £7.50. Children to 16 are free. Students are £5. And I read, I don't know if it's true, but like there's NHS people, stuff like that, disability are £6.50. Just check on the website for that, people. Now, it is open. This place is open Wednesday, Thursday and Sunday, 11 o'clock till 4:30. Now, the latest entry is 3 p.m. Wow. Now, you can park around this place on the road. If you go and it looks like it's the roads look like it's registered only parking, but it's not. Apparently, it's 3 hours parking there. I've been told off the taxi driver when I parked up. When I parked up today, I asked the taxi driver that was waiting, I said, can you park here? He said yes, for 3 hours. So that's good. So I'm going to wander over there to the entrance and we shall pay to get in this place. Here we go. Just getting the old money out of the pocket here. Get ready. Getting ready to pay. So yeah, we're going to wander inside. I'm not going to show you me paying the stuff. But I have asked to pay. I do get this clear. I have asked to go inside and film. I have got permission to film in this place. So if you want to do a film in here, I do recommend that you ask if you can film. It is courteous. I do it on all my videos and ask, is it okay to film in here? So I'm going to pause you while I go in and pay, and then pay, and we'll get back to you in a minute. go in the next room, shall we? That's where you're going. Where are you going now? Right, let's go over there.
I mean, entry books are the sort of books that they would have owned, and they're not the original books, but we've acquired books that are like the books that they would have had.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that on the video. That somebody was saying how the original, not the original books, but
the bookshelves are the original.
Yeah,
they were here, but they were pulled back when the house was restored, and behind them we found lots of different layers of wallpaper. So it's given us some idea about the sort of wallpaper that they would have had on the walls.
Yeah, it's interesting. That.
No, don't worry. I'm not pushing you out. No, I just thought since it's not busy, is it?
Just there.
Don't want to freak you out.
And William liked to write in his study. It was near the entrance of the house, so he could meet and greet if he had visitors. So he would be able to not interfere with the rest of the house if he was sort of meeting someone in his office, and he'd be quietly doing his writing.
The old inkwell.
Yes, that's right, and you'll see that in the dining room as well, because Elizabeth liked to write with a quill.
Yeah.
And the little the weights are for weighing letters to make sure that they have the right postage on them.
Yeah, interesting. Thank you very much for the lady there. One of the ladies that works here. A little bit of information off that wonderful lady there. Nice building. Seventh.
I saw on your channel you got pictures
to the house and coming soon.
Yeah, I do little posts first. Let people know what's coming, maybe sometimes.
What was the first building you did?
I did.
I thought to decorate this room, so they just used the dining room. The wallpaper, they found a scrap of wallpaper, so a historic wallpaper company made the wallpaper for us. The ceiling rose, it was still in the dining room, so they repaired it, copied it, and put one in here. The fireplace is original to the house, but we're not sure that it was in this room originally. Bit of debate about that. We have in a letter a reference to this, but talks about getting new covers for the chairs and the curtains that was white with pinks and roses on. So that was a few years after they moved in, so we know that they were using this room by then. And there's also a receipt for the piano, which is a Broadwood baby grand. Charles Halley, who founded the Halley Orchestra, he lived nearby and he came here to give one of the daughters piano lessons. This is Elizabeth's passport or travel document. You have a sheet for each trip you do, and this is from March 1863. And it says Elizabeth Gaskell travelling on the continent with 4 daughters and her maid servant. And the pictures over here, and actually those two there are by her daughter Rita, and they're places that they went to in Europe. This painting is of Florence Nightingale looking at the Crimea, and it's painted by her sister, Lady Parthenope. Elizabeth Gaskell was a friend of theirs. That is Elizabeth Gaskell. This is Charlotte Bronte. It's by the same artist. Elizabeth saw Charlotte's portrait and asked the artist to paint her. They met at a house party in the Lake District, became friends and wrote to each other, and Charlotte visited here 3 times. And it made a big contrast to how she liked coming here.
Yeah. Thank you very much. The information, very nice.
The beautiful bureau over there, that was bought by the daughters who lived here after William died, and it was given to the art gallery and they loaned it back to us, and it's from the 18th century. I've got a quote in the garden there. That's what Charlotte Bronte wrote about the house. The garden, a whispering of leaves and perfume of flowers. Just go before these 2 men walk on it. And this is, that's a Naismith picture. It was quite famous. And this is Landscape by Turner. They're all copies, of course. The American art historian Charles Eliot Norton was a friend of Elizabeth, and he gave it to Mita.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Very nice. Next room. Misha, go.
Did you want to just browse, or do you want me to wrote? This is what she wrote, and this is she would probably have sat there or there, and this was a kind of garden door. In the garden, they had their own well. They had a cow and a donkey called Tommy, and she chose this part of the house to write. It's the lightest part of the house with these 3 windows. Yeah, and she would write here, as I say, and sometimes she would meet people here. And at least one occasion, she met Charles Dickens here, and that's a facsimile of a letter from Charles Dickens from Tavistock House.
I watched a YouTube video and it showed a person saying that's been
Yeah,
sat here.
yeah, that's right, yeah. Well, I think it's fair to say they had a fairly challenging professional relationship. And there was two issues. It was the pace at which Elizabeth wrote, which wasn't fast enough for him. And we used to have a letter on the table, which he'd written to Charles Eliot Norton, the American academic, and he said, "Oh, Mrs. G, fearful, fearful, if I was Mr. G, oh, heavens, I would beat her." And he wouldn't have dared breathe that near the Gaskells, because being Unitarians, they would have shown him the door, you know.
Yeah.
And I think the other issue is Dickens wasn't really used to dealing with a woman on an equal basis. See, her husband William, being a Unitarian minister and man, would have been a feminist. But I think it's safe to say Dickens was not a feminist. Genius, no doubt, but not a feminist. Yeah. Hi.
Sorry.
Elizabeth's last unfinished novel, Wives and Daughters, but she died before finishing in 1865 at the age of 55. And she didn't die here, she died at a house in Alton, Hampshire called The Lawn. And we think her husband William didn't know anything about this, but she'd gone down to this house with two of her daughters, her son-in-law and her maid, Anne Earn, who was maid here for over 50 years. And the plan was to take out a mortgage on the house. So they went down to this house, saw to the mortgage, sat down for a light meal, and Elizabeth suddenly really became unwell, collapsed onto a sofa and died of a massive heart attack.
Oh dear.
And the son-in-law had to hurry back from Alton, Hampshire to break the tragic news to William.
Dining table, okay, and it's laid today for probably for the family. Lunchtime of the family, a weekday, I expect. One of the reasons why is this is their everyday. This is every day. It's not china, it's earthenware.
Okay.
Okay, it's Copeland. The spoons and the forks are turned upside down. That's because at this time in the 1850s, a lot of the ladies had lace sleeves. And if you have your forks turned that way up and you're reaching across to get something like a salt, you can catch your sleeve in it. So that's why they're turned that way. Okay. See, the glasses are quite small. Wine glasses. I don't know how many of them they would have filled, but that's what they were. This is called à la française, like the French, in the 1850s, which means more than one course is on the table.
Sorry.
More than one course is on the
Yeah.
table at the same time. And then in the 1860s, it turns to à la russe, which is like the Russians, which is how we have it today, only one course at once. Okay. Let's take that. Okay, in the room there are three paintings. Well, not paintings. These three here are Manchester paintings, okay? So these two big ones by Alexander Tate, they're at the time that Elizabeth and William were living here. This is Manchester at that time. So I usually say, can you guess where this is? There you go. It has a ramp. Now, Star's ramp today.
I'm trying to think.
Very busy place.
Piccadilly Station,
Piccadilly,
yeah.
yes. It used to be Liverpool Road. Before that, London Road. And this one's Bellevue. This is Bellevue. It's Manchester from Bellevue. So this is Hyde Road here, with all the little carriages coming along. Isn't it lovely? We have lots of weddings. You know, loads of weddings, small weddings.
Wasn't talking much on this video because there's lots of information people are giving us. But we'll show you this staircase when we get to it later, because we pass it later apparently. So just a quick look though. We'll show you a bit about it later on. This is just showing you about the family. A little bit of information. We'll show you some shots, some photos here of the house. There's a map. And then we'll go in this room, shall we?
It was much bigger than this. You see, that's a false wall there.
Mm-hmm.
So the wall, that wall outside, was the original bedroom wall. It was a much bigger room than this.
Yeah.
Do you speak English? Okay. Kid, baby goat. So it means skin. Yes. That's right. You know about this.
Try not to get people in the shop, but if I do apologise.
Yes. And the clothes. This is underwear. Very strange. So that was.
Let's go to the next room. Just a quick shot in that bedroom there, people. Because there was some people in it. I didn't want to get them in shot, but couldn't help it. Just a couple of seconds there while we surrounding that. But yeah, look at that. Right, let's go down these stairs. Probably not original Shasha window, but this is what they would have been like in here in the day. Wow. The whole floor. Coming back to this staircase again.
So it was the 26th of July.
Right, I'm going to go outside and wrap this video up, I think, because the way out is just over here. So let's pause it and get outside. The original door thing there, the door bell. Unfortunately, on the last video somebody rang that bell, but there's a lot of people in there, so obviously you can't ring it today. So we're going to turn it round and say thank you very much for the staff at Elizabeth Gaskell's house here. I do recommend that you come and have a look at this place. It is quite fabulous. The staff are beautiful, the staff are well knowledged and very polite. Big thumbs up to you people, and thank you very much for taking the time out to tell us on this video. So I'd like to say thank you to my subscribers. I do hope the video turned out okay for you people. Like I said, when you go into these buildings you can only do it once. You know, once off maybe. But we'll just look at this first of all. Look at the original gate post there. Wow. Right, thanks for a lot. Thanks for watching. Hope it's quite interesting to you people. And if you want to subscribe, it is free. Press the button just down there. Anyway, thanks for watching from Elizabeth Gaskell's house here in Manchester. See you soon, folk. Bye bye.